Mother. Now, mother. You're going to be thinking and worrying about what I'm going to say that other people might hear, okay, because it's out on the internet. That's probably, I'll probably invite, no, I probably won't tell you, okay, because that's the problem. You see, I can't tell you things because you worry about them, okay, and I have to be able to just tell you things. And when I lived with you, I could just tell you things, okay, and I did it because I lived with you, and I could say these things quite significantly to you at the right times over meals and so on and so forth, and you could accept them, and you thought they were quite nice, okay? But they were private, and so therefore you can kind of ignore them. Kind of like Ricardo does. Now, what would my mother be worried about other people hearing? Well, my mum's amazing. She doesn't want anybody to know that she's amazing. She would hate the fact that I'm actually talking about her, all right? In a way, she kind of likes it. There is an aspect, a tiny, tiny little aspect that loves it. But there's, she doesn't want to know what she's doing, all right? So if I introduce my mum as being, I don't know, she's my dad as being amazing. Right, but my mum requires it actually because she's devoted her life to her children. Okay, you think, well, what's the point of that? You know, you know. Well, 4, not bad, 4. And we are her main product in life. Okay, she didn't like work a huge amount. She didn't produce anything, so apart from us. And so we are her works of art, her love of art, her works of love. You know, put all those together: work, art, love. You know, she did those simultaneously. Okay. Okay. Right, a courageous thing that she's done. A few years ago, my dad was having a bit of a troubled time and was threatening to do horrible things to himself and cause major problems. And my mum was getting sucked into this because she's married to him and she's devoted to him and committed to him. So if my dad deteriorates, then so will my mum. So she was going down this way. And anyway, I kind of tried to direct her attention outwards towards the real world. And with the help of my brother and Femi and Robbie and various people, but mainly them, we managed to get my mum out. And her attention was outwards, and she eventually confronted one of her great fears in life throughout her entire life, was fear of heights. She did some abseiling for some reason. Abseiling, okay, she's afraid of heights since she's 68, 73, I don't know what the hell she is, 68 I think. And then she came up with another mad cat idea of jumping out of an airplane doing some parachuting. Okay, the 68-year-old woman, afraid of heights throughout her entire life, ends up jumping out of an airplane. Also doing it for charity, for my dad's condition, raising some money at the same time. And I went to see her do this. I went to see this old woman, you know, like a leaf, scalable-wise, kind of. Incredibly calm. I would have been freaking. My brother would have been freaking. She was incredibly calm. And she got on the airplane, you know, without a door. So this plane goes, this little, you know, 8 people in the back, 6 people in the back, or however many it was in the back. Tiny little one propeller plane across this field, going off in the sky. How many? 1,000 feet? 8,000? Is it that much? No, probably not. And then, you know, you see these dots in this, right? And she wasn't doing it just by herself, you know, ripping the cord. She was with somebody, so she was attached to them. But the point is she's scared of heights. She's kind of frightened of airplanes. She's kind of afraid of buildings, high buildings. All right, so she's leapt out. She does this thing. Right. Amazing. Amazing. Courage. Inspirational. Inspirational. She was facing a major problem in her life. The person that she committed to as an adult. She chose to be with him. She chose to be with him. Family, you don't get a choice, really. She chose to be with this guy. Produce some kids. Amazing. Amazing. Now, I think Mum, I would like you to record some stuff, all right? The way you were before, when you were a kid, when you grew up, all those feelings and thoughts you had about your parents. Again, okay, some people might know, at least my mum. Okay, that's the point. If you don't take responsibility for talking about these things, other people might. My brother, I'm sure, has talked to his friends about you, okay, and about stuff when you were a child, and how poor you were, and maybe the feelings that you had about your father, mother, and he's talked about them to his friends and family that he trusts, all right, and you trust him in doing that well. Now, I don't want to be telling anybody in the real world about this, really. I'd like you to. I'm inviting you, please. Just talk about the experiences you had. Now, you've read huge numbers of books, okay? Your vocabulary is vast, okay? And at the beginning, you might not be able to put 2 words together. But just tell us. Just tell us what it was like. And if it takes you, days and days and days rubbing on, I'd love it. I'd love it. I'd love it. I would love it, okay? And there's no artistry into it, all right? You can just blab on. And if it's not interesting, it's not interesting. You just blab on about stuff, about what actually happened in your life when you were growing up. Before you even thought about having this family and us. And you can talk about this as well. You can talk about, when you were pregnant and how you felt about that, and, giving birth, and crazy things like that. And you can try all these interesting things, but really, I'd like to know the person that was before this, before all that, before. And I think it would be good for you. And ask Ricardo, all right? I think Ricardo will second this. Ask him. Do you think it would be good for you? But really, again, it's a selfish thing. I'd like to hear. I would like to, your son would like to hear. It's for me. It's like a gift. Again, it's like a gift. Please give me more. You've given me life. Please give me more. It's terrible, isn't it? So selfish, bloody children. So, and you keep on giving still, but this is what I'm asking for. Please. Okay, and I'll describe it in photo booth and so on, so you can see it and record it, and then you can listen to it, and you don't have to give it to me or anybody else but keep them, and then one day, maybe, when you die, then we can look at them, or you can delete them at some stage, sometime in the future, or you can give them to us, or you can give them to the world. Oh no, we can't think of that. Well, possibly. Again, I would like other people to hear what amazing quality of person you are. But the way they're going to do that is not because you're bragging on about yourself, but just describing things. And because you're not that interested in the world and pointing at politics and ideas and so on and so forth, you have virtually nothing to say. And yet, if people are attentive, I think, certainly when they meet you, they think they're lovely. Okay? Every friend that has met you, thinks you're lovely. No, really. Lovely. Okay? Loving. And it's very evident. Now, you are an elder and you've helped people. That's what they're responding to. You're very loving. Okay. And by just talking about things, you're not talking about love and this, that, and this. And yet, there might be a small chance that aspects of the way that you are might come across. And if people are responsive and listening to that, need that, you will be sustaining them. You see? Because in our world, there's a lot of stuff going on and very few people are paying attention. But I am. And if anybody's even vaguely willing to listen to you, I think we should respect them and praise them and celebrate them and provide them with what it is that they need. Okay? Okay? You're lovely. Thank you for the fact that I am alive.